How are you today? Why can't I find a good man? Why can't I find a good man? I get this question a lot, and today I'm going to be discussing with you 5 reasons you can't find a good man to marry. 5 reasons you can't find a good man. My name is Bayo Ajibola, and I will be right back with you. Hang on there. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. Today we'll be talking about why women cannot find a good man because a good man rather. I get that question a lot, like I said earlier on, and today we're going to be doing justice to this question. I'm sure you must have come across people asking such questions yourself. So we're going to be discussing mistakes that women makes that destroy their chances of finding a good man. Mistakes that women makes that destroy their chances of finding a good man. So we'll be talking about 5 reasons you cannot find a good man. Number 1, you have a type and you refuse to deviate from it. You have a type of man in your head. You have a particular type of man and you refuse to deviate from it. Don't get me wrong. There's no problem in having your own spec. Oh, my man has to be like this. My man has to be like that. But you have to be very realistic and not coming up with some funny yardsticks right there. Are you getting my point? You have a particular type of man, and you don't want to even be a little bit flexible, and you just want to stick to that. I mean, things like, oh, my man has to be tall, my man has to be funny, my man has to be dark skinned, my man has to be, what else is out there? Or my man has to have like a curly hair. Those are funny things. You more or less you're restricting yourself. Not every man will have a curly hair, and not every man will be tall, medium height, or whatever. Not every man will have a six-pack. If perhaps that's one of the if one of the reason one of the things you're looking at for that, oh, my man has to be like this. No, you got to relax and be realistic with yourself. So, but if you don't do that, if you just box yourself by listing out certain qualities you want to see in your man, you are just you will be missing out in a lot of good men that is out there. So, number 1, you do not have to box yourself into a particular type of man that you want. You shouldn't be that you shouldn't be too strict at it. At that, you should be a little bit flexible and be realistic at the same time. So that's point number 1. Now, point number 2, you aggressively pursue any man that comes your way. You aggressively pursue any man that comes your way. Babe, desperation is not sexy. Desperation scares men away. Desperation scares good men away. So if you come across a particular man, obviously maybe he even likes you, and you are too desperate. You keep pursuing him, you keep chasing him, you keep doing this, that, and you kind of putting too much pressure on him. Maybe perhaps you think if you do that, that will make him understand that, oh, you are really into him or you really like him. By the time you do it too much, the man will just leg it. The man will run away because it will be too intense for him. He'll be probably thinking, what is wrong with this woman? He'll be probably thinking, oh, I see got some issues up there. Why is she this aggressive? Why is she this desperate at this? So you got to chill out. Yeah, there is the way you show your interest in a man, and obviously you have to take it a little bit easy with him. You don't apply too much pressure. You don't be too desperate pursuing him. Otherwise, you're going to lose him. That's point number two. Number three, you are acting like a diva. Is it diva or diva? Yeah, diva. You're acting like a diva. So what do I mean by that? I mean, there's no problem in a man treating you right. There's no problem in your man spoiling you a bit. There's no problem in your man being very polite and being very what should I say? Being very caring. Are you getting my point? But by the time you're taking it too far, you're not coming up with the line that he has to take you out at a particular number at a particular number of times in a week. Oh, he has to be the one that will be paying the bills all of the time. He has to be this, he has to be that, he has to, that kind of a diva attitude or behavior is a turn off. It puts men off. And the man, a real sensible man, a very serious minded man, not a man that will just want to have a hit at you or have an intimate time with you and run away. No, a very serious minded man will just be looking at you now. What is wrong with you? What exactly is wrong with this woman? So that will be a no-no. It will put him off. It will definitely put him off. So, by the way, if you really enjoy what we are discussing today, can you please press the like button? And also on the next to it, there's a unit notification bell. If you click that, that will notify you anytime I'm online. So, number 4, you are trying to date while hating man. You are trying to hate men why dating man. Do you understand what I mean by that? Perhaps you've been through a lot in your life. Perhaps you've had a very bad experience with maybe your previous relationship, and you have actually not healed from it. But rather for you to take your time and heal from it, you desperately want to go into or get yourself involved in another relationship. But unfortunately, that healing hasn't taken place. You've been so messed up that you now come to the conclusion that all men are the same. You come to that conclusion that all men are the same, and you now hate men generally, even though you still want men. You still want a man in your life, but at the same time, you hate men generally. Why? Because of your past experience. Any man you come across is going to pick that up because he'll be very sensitive. He'll be watching you closely because it will be so obvious to that man that, my goodness, who did this to you? How have you ended up like this? Because everything that comes out of your mouth will be anger. It will be aggression. You'll be talking ill about the man that was in your life. You understand? You'll be talking about, I'm not going to hang out for any man to mess me up. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. If you think you're going to, because all men are the same after all, and things like that. If a serious-minded man will just look at you that, no, this is a damaged product, I'm not going to even sit around and deal with this. Where am I even going to start from? So something like that, attitude like that, we put a man off. You need to heal first. There's a healing process that you need to go through, and you come out on the other side. And you need to come out of this mindset that all men are the same. No, not all men are the same. I can tell you for free, there are loads and loads of good men out there. It's just that certain things put them off. So there are certain things you need to take out of your mindset. There are certain behavior you actually need to deal and work on yourself to get rid of all these negative vibes that drives men away from you. So I guess that's number 5. That's number 4. Number 5, and the last one, you refuse to make the first move. You refuse to make the first move. We're still on the topic, why can't I find a good man? You just refuse to make the first move. Do you understand? I mean, you are desperate, looking for a good man. I'm creating a scenario now. You're desperately looking for a good man. Now you came across a guy, a gentleman, and you know that, oh wow, I'm really in love with this guy. I really want this guy in my life. But the guy is not kind of playing ball, or he seems not to be interested. The one thing you ladies don't understand is not all men have the boldness to walk straight to a woman and ask her out, or even start chatting her up. So there are some men out there that they are shy. They don't even know where to even start from. They haven't got the courage. They are not even man enough to walk to any woman and say, "Oh, hi, what's your name?" Let alone trying to ask you out. So I mean, if you notice that, okay, fine, this guy, I like him, I truly like him, and you're able to come to the conclusion that, oh, maybe he's that kind of a man, the shy type and things like that. There's nothing wrong in you making the first move. Make the first move, because by the time you now understand, you come to the conclusion that, oh, this is a good guy, and I really want this guy in my life. You just got to make the first move. Get rid of this societal mindset that, oh no, you can't do that. If you're a woman, you can't do this, you can't do that, blah blah blah. Listen, if you come across a man and you truly like the guy, and you come to the conclusion that the man is a good guy, go for him. You understand? Make the first move before somebody beats you to it, because you are not the only one looking at to get a good man in your life. So just make the first move. If you can't do it directly, there's a way. I'm sure you can find a way to make him understand that you are really into him, that you really like him. So there's nothing wrong in you making the first move. So I want you guys to take note of these 5 very, very important points. And I can bet you, and I can show you, if you work on them closely, there wouldn't be any problem you getting that particular good man in your life. So if you really enjoy our conversation today, please, I would like to hear back from you. You can make a comment at the comment section. And perhaps if you want to add to the list of what I listed out for you, today, yeah, feel free. I want to I want to learn from you too. So feel free, make a comment and add to the list on that I discussed with you today. So until next time I see you, remain blessed and be good. Bye for now.